What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. If you have not subscribed to this channel, what are you doing with your life? But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and rebuild a new look Minnesota Timberwolves. They have Robert Covington and Dario Saric on the team now, which, low-key, this is a decent move for the Timberwolves. I mean, Jimmy Butler was a cancer to the locker room. He just kind of tortured this team for like the first month of the season. Towns and Wiggins probably will be much happier now that he's gone. I'm going to tell you right now, Towns or Wiggins, well, actually, Wiggins, I shouldn't even say one of them will be traded. It's going to be Wiggins. Wiggins is going to be traded in this video. Now, where to, I have no idea, but Andrew Wiggins is just not sufficing with me. But we're going to see how it goes this first season. And, yeah, so Saric, I don't know how the starting five is going to look. I think what I would do, Josh Okogie, probably going to send him to the G League for this first season. But they have Wiggins coming off the bench. That's how bad Wiggins, no, I'm just kidding. Wiggins ain't bad necessarily, and my alarm's on, so let me turn those off because that is unprofessional to start the video. It's just so I get up early, and let me turn those off. But anyway, Okogie, probably going to not get any minutes this first season. Probably just going to, take him down the rotation, get Tyus Jones those minutes. He's going to go to the G League most likely, although I think he's been doing pretty decent when he has been inserted into the lineup. So Teague will get about 28 minutes, Wiggins 30, Kevin 28. Taj Gibson is going to come off the bench now. It only makes more sense that he does. We're going to give him around 20 minutes per game. Derrick Rose, 6th man of the year. Let's give him about 29. And then Covington, Sarge can 28, 28, 28, 30, 36, 29. And then, yeah, I think that's going to work out like that. 30 minutes per game. Wiggins can get a little bit more. Covington can get a little bit more. And then let's do that. So we'll do this. This is going to be the rotation for the first season. We're just going to see how this team does. Not really expecting much, but I mean, the spacing will be a lot better on the team now that Covington and Saric are here. And I think it's going to help Karl-Anthony Towns play a lot better. Not really expecting much. Might stop the trade deadline. Who knows? I'm going to simulate to the end of the season. So obviously, we did not make the playoffs. Did we expect that? No, not at all. But as far as the player stats, I'm kind of disappointed with how they looked. Towns, 18, 19, and 12. Towns, you are the best player on this team. I need you to average 25 and 10 or something stupid, ridiculous like that. So, not very happy with that. Derrick Rose easily could have won 6th man of the year. He came off the bench, 17 points per game. Easily going to resign him. We are definitely a win-now team, basically. One thing that will be done, though, is firing Tom Thibodeau this offseason. That is, for sure going to happen. And I wouldn't be shocked if he was fired before the season ended in real life. So, look out for that. But we have the 9th pick. We didn't make the playoffs, so the 9th pick, we can look out for that. Tom Thibodeau, you are just not who I want on this team anymore. So, Michael Stoffer, always a surefire, nice head coach to sign. Got them A ratings, triple A. And then for the trade finder, Wiggins is looking good to trade. Gorgie Dang is looking good to trade as well. Covington is on this roster for the long run. Sarge has one more year left on his contract, so I like that idea. And then Gorgie Dang, though, let's go ahead and just get rid of you real quick. I cannot make this roster with you still being on it. So 2 second-round picks for Gorgie Dang. We're going to go ahead and make that move. And then as far as everything else, we got Andrew Wiggins, who I do really want to test out the trade market for. I like him. He's okay, but if I can get something better in return, I will do it. So the Bulls, we could get Zach LaVine back. That's probably not going to happen, though. Probably not going to do that. Justice Winslow, Batum, Bogdan, Harrison Barnes, Andre Drummond. That doesn't make any sense to do. Clint Capella, Steven Adams, Draymond Green, and Troy Brown Jr. So I'm not liking any of the trades that were just given to me. So let's see if I can make up one. Wiggins for who is out there possible. Kevin Love would be an interesting bring back on the Minnesota Timberwolves, although I don't want to pay him that much money, so kind of want to go cheap here if I can. Jaren Jackson Jr., Trae Young, Goran Dragic, Otto Porter, Cody Zeller. So Jeff Teague's contract thoughts said that he was going to test out free agency, but we'll see if he accepts his player option. I hope he doesn't, but you never really know. Aaron Gordon, Karis LeVert, Jokic, Gary Harris, Oladipo, Drew Holiday. I don't know, man. I don't know who I want to go with. So, um, I kind of want to get a point guard. That'd be cool. John Wall, Ben Simmons, Jimmy Butler. Yeah, that's going to be a nice team going forward. So a point guard is what I'm going to go for. Who that point guard is going to be, I have no idea. Mike Conley was looking kind of interesting there for a point guard. D'Angelo Russell is going to be a free agent. That'd be interesting to have him on the team. Kyle Lowry, one season for Kyle Lowry. Russell Westbrook, Damian Lillard, obviously. You know what? Let's try to get Kyle Lowry for one season. Kyle Lowry, right? One season, or does he have a player option? One season of Kyle Lowry. You know what? Wiggins to Canada for Kyle Lowry. Okay, they don't want to do it. What if I traded a future top 3 protected pick? They still don't do it. What about if I threw in Keita Bates-Diop? Keita Bates-Diop. Nope. Okay. Still don't want to do it. What if I threw in, I don't really want to throw in my 9th pick, but if I have to, I will. Kyle Lowry for one season. They still don't want to do it. So maybe Kyle Lowry is not in the books. Maybe a future unprotected pick. They still don't want to do it. And a 2020 unprotected pick. They still don't want to do it. Okay, so obviously Kyle Lowry is not available. John Wall, of course, would be cool. Lillard McCollum. McCollum would be cool to grab. You're asking me. I don't know what he just said. McCollum. I haven't got McCollum in a while, so let me see if I could get McCollum. That would actually be low-key pretty heat. So 9th pick in Andrew Wiggins for McCollum. You're asking me to give away value when none of these assets seem nearly as valuable. I know what you mean. It's Wiggins, but I mean, come on now. You can throw me. Okay, so we get CJ McCollum on the Trailblazers. I had to trade the 9th pick, or not the Trailblazers. I had to trade the 9th pick, but CJ McCollum I think is going to look real nice on this roster. Starting at the shooting guard spot, Covington at the 3, Sarge at the 4. So the spacing just got a little bit better on this team. And then obviously we got to chase a point guard this offseason as long as Wiggins or Teague doesn't leave, which low-key hoping he does. Player options. Teague accepts, so never mind. He accepts. He stays. Teague's not a bad starting point guard to have. It's just not my ideal point guard to have. So let's see how much cap space we will have. I have no idea. Jared Bayless's cap hold we can get rid of. And then we just got to roll with what we got out here. So, and Taj Gibson's contract thing can go away as well. So, Tyus Jones and how much money do we have? We have negative 10 mil. So, I mean, not money to do anything. So, Teague is basically the reason why we don't have money. So, Jeff Teague for one more season is not terrible. McCollum's locked up. We got Okogie, Covington, Keita Bates-Diop, Darius Sarge, and Carney Towns. So, basically, we can get Derrick Rose back and be fine. So, I really don't need Tyus Jones back. So, let me just go get Derrick Rose back and then maybe a backup center, and I think we'll be all right. So Derrick Rose, obviously still want you coming off a bench. For 3 seasons, I will do that. And then as far as the backup center goes, maybe a guy like JaVale McGee or Nerlens Noel is fine. So 2 years for JaVale McGee. We get Derrick Rose, JaVale McGee. Oh, we can renounce that too. And I think that'll be fine. So Derrick Rose and JaVale McGee, can we do that? All right, we get both of them. So we won't focus on a point guard this season. We'll just roll with Jeff Teague, see how he does at the point guard. McCollum, Covington. Yeah, I like this roster. I think it looks pretty decent. So I'm going to go ahead and simulate to the end of next season and hope for the best. All right, guys, here we are at the trade deadline. I'm just trying to set us up for the future. That way I don't have to focus on a point guard this offseason. Obviously, Derrick Rose is our starting point guard right now, and that's cool and all, but I'd rather see him come off the bench because I think that's his role now in the NBA. Obviously, he probably hasn't been doing that bad. We're 25 and 30, so hopefully maybe getting Kemba Walker in this roster would absolutely make us even better. I didn't even know if they would accept that or not, but Kemba Walker, McCollum in the backcourt, Sarge and Covington, while Towns, I think that's going to be a deadly starting 5. So we got Kemba Walker, McCollum, and then obviously I want to start Robert Covington over Keita Bates-Diop. So we're going to go back to that. So Kemba Walker, McCollum, Covington, Sarge, Towns, Keita Bates-Diop. We're going to give him about 23 minutes. Derrick Rose is going to get his 29. And then Okogie and Corey Joseph all off the bench, which is fine for now. So we could use a big man off the bench, but whatever. We'll go ahead and just leave it how it is. So obviously we got our starting 5 for the future. I think we do. I think Kemba Walker, McCollum, Covington, Sarge, and Towns is going to be deadly. Now it's just a matter of building the bench this offseason. Derrick Rose, obviously, and Keita Bates-Diop and Okogie are all part of that. So obviously, I think it's just signing a big, maybe big bench piece this offseason. And I think we'll be championship contenders, hopefully. So we are the AFC, barely made it into the playoffs. But remember this: the fact that we barely made it in is gonna give us give us a boost because our roster wasn't always the same. So Kim Walker McCollum, I think that this roster could potentially upset the Rockets. I know it's crazy, but I think we could do it. So for the player stats, we got Towns 20 points, Kim Walker 19, and McCollum with 19 as well. Derrick Rose with 13 off the bench, Sarge, and then Covington, did their thing. So let's go ahead and see if we can beat the Houston Rockets in the first round. It's going to be tough, but I think we have the roster that could potentially upset them. They're up 2-0 to start the series. And, okay, we win one game. Now we're at home, so let's win 2 games in a row. We do. So we are going to give the Rockets some problems. They're up 3-2 to start the series, so we're back at home. We've taken care of our home court so far, so let's do it again. Let's force a Game 7, and let's beat the Rockets on their home floor. That would be absolutely crazy. 49 points. I think this is a wrap. 49 points in the second quarter. I mean, there's no way I was losing that one, right? Okay, so now we're on to a Game 7 with the Houston Rockets. If we can upset the Rockets here in the first round, that would go big for us in the future. So let's see if we can do it. It'll be tough, but looks like we're going to get blown out here. That's okay. I mean, we forced the Rockets into a Game 7 situation, so I think we did pretty good. So basically all I'm going to do is skip to free agency and sign some bench pieces, and this roster is set. So here's your final rotation of the video. Kemba Walker, McCollum, Covington, Sarge, Towns, Derrick Rose, Ike Anabogu, Okogie, Keita Bates-Diop, and that's going to round out the rotation. So hopefully this roster is good enough to go out and make the playoffs, obviously win a championship. So let's go ahead and see if it can get done. I'm assuming to the end of the season. All right, at the end of the season, we're going to be facing LeBron Lakers, so it could be the end of the road for us. But, I mean, we didn't do too bad. 19, 18, 18, 12, 10, 8, 8, basically what you expect. So we're facing LeBron, Los Angeles Lakers. They won 2 more games than us. Let's see if we can beat them in the first round. We win Game 1, win Game 2. We win Game 3, and can we sweep the LeBron Lakers? We're up 3-1. We beat them in 5 games. Now we're facing the Portland Trail Blazers, who traded us McCollum. They have Wiggins, so this is going... Whoa, maybe they don't have Wiggins. They traded Wiggins. Okay. Interesting. Oh, they have Gobert, though, and Tyler Davis, and Yusuf Nurk. Why do you need 3 centers? Neil O'Shea, what are you doing? What are you doing? Dirk Favors is another center, basically. The spacing on this team is atrocious. Who is shooting threes for this team? I mean, Nickeil Alexander-Walker, I guess. Deontay Burton, I mean, I don't know what the hell. Okay, if we lose this team, I'll be a little disappointed. So let's see if we can beat the Portland Trailblazers in the second round. They're up 2-0 to start the series. The 3-headed monster at center is going to beat us here. 3-1, 3-2, 3-3. Okay, can we come back and... Wow, okay, so up 3-0. The Portland Trailblazers were up 3-0, and they blow it to us. So now we're on to the NBA or Western Conference Finals. Let's see if we can beat the Denver Nuggets in the Western Conference Finals. They're up 1-0 to start the series. They're up 2-0, up 3-0. Good night, Minnesota. Okay, can we do it again? 3-2, 3-3. We get eliminated in 6 games. So Western Conference Finals, as far as we're going to get in this video, the 76ers and Nuggets. The 76ers actually won the championship last season. So Jimmy Butler might get his second championship in a row, and he does. Jimmy Butler is having fun. I mean, I'm assuming he resigned over there. Jimmy Butler is having a fun time over there in Philadelphia as he gets his second championship in a row. Anyways, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a like if you did enjoy, and smash the subscribe button if you haven't already. But this is Crush Bulls, and I'm saying peace.